Curtis, what was that in terms of your goal and just a couple other chances you got? Is it just straight line to the net? Is that what you're focusing on?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you got to get to the net front to score goals. I think we kind of took over that game in the second period just from our back pressure. My goal in particular, he did a great job with the stick, kind of opened it up. Savvy was net front, we were able to bang one in. So you could see us building there. A little bit of lull to start the third, but overall, pretty good effort.
You know the approximate minutes you're going to play, which sometimes could mean time on the bench. I mean, how do you keep in it and focus on making the most of the minutes you get?
Yeah, I mean, it's situational. You get out there, you give it your all. I'm comfortable in the system. I know my role. I know my strengths. Just go out there and leave it all on the ice. A lot of the times, it might not generate much, but when it does, it's big for the team. Guys are giving me a hard time about it and whatnot, but it's uplifting, and I do feel like I can contribute offensively to the squad.
You've handled this better as a veteran playing games than when you were a young professional.
Yeah.
You played that year as a played 8 minutes or 9 minutes.
I mean, it's the NHL, right? You're going to take those minutes anytime. There's people around the world that would do a lot of things just to get a chance at this league. So if I can be a specialist, and he said as long as my names continue to get called, even if it's not that much, you go out there and you do a job. Because you say we lose a guy early, then the role gets a little bit more important here and there. So it takes an army, and for myself, it's just kind of that next shift mentality whenever it comes.
Chris, you had some injuries last year, Chris. You said you're feeling better. It seems that as the season's gone along, you've looked better. Do you feel quicker? Do you feel kind of back to where you were pre-injury?
Absolutely. Last season was rough. I wasn't 100% at all. And playing through it, you kind of open yourself to that criticism. So to be healthy here, it feels good. Again, be myself, like a little bit more leeway because it's hard to come in and out of the lineups, kind of get in the flow and the rhythm of things. But like we said, I mean that's just the role. When my name's called upon to play a game, to play a shift, you go out there and do your best. So I kind of, like I said, that veteran presence. I know what this league's all about and how to be successful in it. So continue to do that.
Curtis, that's a few times this season where you get your name called on the lineup board when you come in and you have an effective night. How have you kind of approached the challenge of being in and out of the lineup, and what have you kind of learned about yourself along that journey?
I mean, just be myself. I love the game. I love the camaraderie of the guys. It's a great group here, and we're working, as a whole towards, the ultimate goal, which is, pushing towards the playoffs and ultimately get the job done. But for myself, so just take it a day at a time, continue to better myself. It's an easy group to follow here, just with their work ethic, and push my limits too. So when I do get called upon, I'm ready for that challenge, and see what I'm able to do out there.
First year with David,
It's unbelievable. I mean, I told him, I said, I scored that goal. I said, I'm going for the Molson Cup this month. I think he took that personally. But no, I mean, he's world class at what he does. You marvel at the things he does. I mean, he's an owner of this team, determined individual, and a great guy as well.